And we are back ready to jump into everybody's favorite map. It's Anubis. It's 9 versus Monte. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat.
Yeah, you are. Monte started on that T side as well. In fact, 9 elect to start on the defense. I actually think this map's T-sided.
Yeah,
so
it's common to see teams pick T when they get the option.
let's see it. Walking up in towards middle. Minio, you can't fumble with grenades here. Otherwise, Warrior's going to take full advantage of it. 3 players for 9 over towards A. This could be a little bit dicey for Monte.
Yeah, they might not be expecting this many players. Well, one of them is removed. Minio goes down, the P250 and the Glock from Monte finding a killer piece. K now is very isolated in towards Dark, and now he is in the grave. Boros removes him. Clean aim from all these players. No fight back from the CTs at all. And DemQQ is here to wrap onto this flanking player as well. If he catches the right timing, Hades and Kyla could be both delivered, and he spotted them each. But look at this range, a little dicey, but he makes it work. In fact, it's Krasno who gets that kill. Kyla, no chance. Wow.
That was a really cool pistol. Normally, you see a lot of teams going through mid and splitting towards A. Instead, Monte, they just close the gap. They go through the narrow choke points of the B site out towards Temple. And they completely neglect Dark. They leave it open. They only retake it and kind of take that space when they've got so many more of their players ready to fight it. Everything is a 2-on-1. Nothing is for free. And that was just a really well-played pistol.
Yeah, very nicely played. 9 have invested into this. They've got all the pistols out, some utility. Interested to see how their CT side continues. At the moment, they're running a 2 mid, 2A, but it is the pistol round, so I do expect it to be a bit of a funky one. Goofy, the sole B defender. I think we are starting to see teams take a lot more presence towards A. Some do favor B, but we're definitely seeing mid and A being a focal point for a lot of teams now.
Yeah, it's easier in my opinion just to execute onto the A-bomb site. Because you get so much maneuverability towards middle as well. Wow, that's a great shot. Minio keeping his head tucked down in. Is he going to get cleared? No, but he gets flashed by his teammate. Doesn't really help things out though. Warrior 2K standing, waiting. But as to Kyla and Hades, but Warrior with another in towards mid.
Nice idea with spam, but not catching the timing. Goofy gets 2, but that's all that it's going to be. That smoke was never going to be respected, just with that timing coming through, with Warrior finding the kill in mid. They wanted to accelerate off that. They do exactly that. You can see the idea of trying to catch a player when they run through those deagle shots, but unfortunately, it was never going to be the weapon for the job. So Monte, a nice easy conversion. Doesn't really cost them too much at all. So now 9 will be forced to keep it easy. The P2 fitties and a flashbang. Maybe a push out towards B long. It's Molotoved off, so it's delayed. And Warrior's gotten up close alongside Boros, so they can start to fight this way through. There's that flashback. Does catch them, but not Boros, who's good for 2. And Warrior 2K can now hold on to the space. Don't pick up that AK. Actually needs to be careful as he has been gushed down. And, well, that is alleviated. You know, the only one left for the P250, and he's caught on the flank.
We haven't done predictions. I know we're 3 rounds in.
Okay. Yeah, well, that was going to be some... You've got a bit more extra evidence. You don't look as smart.
You're 3 rounds.
Yeah. Three very nice rounds.
Yeah, so before we get into the full gun round, what are you saying?
Oh, I'm fully on the 9 train.
All right.
I'm all aboard.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm Monte. I think Monte actually going to do it in 2.
Ooh, that's bold.
Yeah. I said it. Let's kick things off. Look at this aggression from Kai. This is huge. So much control in towards middle. And in actual fact, he didn't take the shot. He knows that there are players out here towards A. Some Young just thinking. And just waiting, biding his time. It's actually Hades to find the opener. Out towards B main. Boros removed.
Yeah, an aggressive peek. You do often tend to see that nowadays just because there's less pressure, and the solution is pressure over on A. It was the sole defender at the moment with Kyla, and well, Warrior 2K takes down Minio as well. Hades rotates back over, but now you've lost 2 men on the site. How do you find your way through this? A smoke in the face. And a smoke for Goofy as well. So every direction blocked off. You've just got the guns out. Gotta hold on to those.
Yeah, Monte are one of these really aggressive teams, and I feel like the bomb site on Anubis really is kind of made for them, to be completely honest. Like the reason why you get teams executing over towards A more often than not is because you can throw all the grenades from one spot, and when you come through the initial choke point, you can kind of fan out, and it's not like a tight choke point compared to B. But for Monte, where they can just contact in through, and where this team is just so aggressive, you never know when they're actually going to attack. And when they do, it is so potent, it is so fast, and this is can be overwhelmed incredibly quickly.
Can I change my prediction?
No.
It's a joke. I'm still with 9. Hades got to strike then, and he has been such an influential player for this team since coming in. The thing is, Waro2k absolutely loves Anubis. This
Yeah,
guy
he does.
just goes to town. He is one of the most crazy T-Orps on this map that I've seen. Got to cast him last week, and it was just really impressive just what he can show on both sides of the server, particularly on the aggressing side.
Yeah, he's one of those ones that won't shy away from a fight either, and that's why this matchup's so exciting, because Hades is very much the same. And I feel like under his banner, his time during Ents, he was almost conditioned to be a little bit more passive, but that's not really his playstyle. He loves going for these peaks. He loves being a little bit more forward-facing. And when you got him and Waro going toe-to-toe, potentially round after round, yeah, this best of 3 is dictated a lot on how much the Orps find.
Guess what? Back towards A. Kylar's here. Minio by his side. Neither yet to break the board, but maybe this is their opportunity to do so. There's that smoke. They have disrespected it each round so far, and they're positioning like they want to think about it. Definitely setting up with this utility. Hades can come over. Utility's very light. A flashbang's being set up by Kylar, and it's going to come on through. Allow Minio to peek on forward as the smoke fades. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Kylar's still here. Needs that support from the AWP. Looking for the fight on site. And there's flashbangs everywhere playing around the cake, but it's going to be Dem QQ that takes the bite. And Hades, he falls on back out of there.
It doesn't look like they're even going for it. I mean, it makes sense. Bank balance not really built up. But again, it's a rinse and repeat for Monte. It is the same play. This time, 9 try and be a little bit more proactive. They try and fight with the flashbangs through. But the issue you've got is as soon as one flashbang is dodged, Krasnal's already close up on the site. He's overwhelming just at these short ranges. Then you've got Waro2k, who's mitigating the distance of the AWP. There is so much pressure happening in such a short space of time. And if you're 9, you now need to rethink, okay, well, what's our reaction here? Is it have more control over towards A main? Is it take another area of the map? Remember, Hades got that opening kill out towards B main. Maybe they look to post him up on that position. You can then start getting quick flanks in, which are quite potent on Anubis. Regardless, whatever is happening needs to be assessed right now. It's a technical pause rather than a tactical. So 9, they're not quite feeling the pressure just yet. I've been told as well, Lucy, that it's going to be a little bit of an extended one. So we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, it's going to be the remainder of this first half.
We're all good out here. Everyone's back. We're in the server, ready to get the action underway. It's been non-stop since it started. 5-0, Monte off to a great start. Hades, this is what I was about to say if the pause hadn't come through, was I'd like to see him maybe start over towards A. Although he's lost a teammate already. Oro2K, as mentioned, his T-Orb is aggressive. He's already started things off with a lovely kill. Hades wants to get something back. MQQ tucked into cringe can be hard to deal with, and Krasnus found one onto K as well.
You just call it cringe.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. Guys are calling it that. When I was playing with you know the big names. I don't want to name drop. That's a bit cringe, but that's what they were calling it.
Okay. Cringe.
Maybe we won't use that one officially. It just came to me naturally. It's a little cringe. You got to agree.
It is. However, it is really pre-fireable.
Pre-fire.
Goofy's, ooh. Nice. Any more? Yes, drop the bomb as well. Looking for the third, but some die young over the top. But Demka's been caught off guard by Kyler. That's a really important kill. That throws it into a 2 versus 2. Incendiary dropped on the bomb. I'll tell you what, Monte, they're feeling the pressure just a little bit.
Nice nade. Boros peeks ahead of the flash. He goes down, leaves it on to SDY, who was brought down low earlier. 2 players he has to try and find. Hades is holding the cross. That one's easy as you like it. And really, it's Goofy who's the star of the show there with 2 massive kills. I gotta wonder about the way they approached that fight. It felt like the trade spacing just was not there, pushing into dark. Obviously, the AWP is meant to win out that duel, but Warro wasn't prepared to swing on through. And it allowed Goofy to get a double and basically remove SDY, which forced him to play timid for the rest of the round.
Yeah, it weren't great. It's a shame as well for Monte because they started with a man advantage. But now that is 9, posting 1 back. It needs to be a consecutive manner though. Kai looking to obtain occupancy in towards dark. Goofy jump spotting with the incendiary, can throw it down on contact. It's quite a safe way to play the B-bomb site. And Monte, you can see they've got control in towards the waters, trying to take a peek in towards middle, trying to control both areas of the middle portion of the map. It just means that their execute can really go anywhere. Oh, this is cringe.
Not uncommon to see CTs playing around this smoke here. Potential to catch a timing. Warrior's just sitting here with the AWP, and so Minio in a good position, but SDY was ready. That was over towards the double doors. That was an angle Minio thought was safe for the moment. So Oro2K gets away just about. Has to be thanking his lucky stars. Those stars all say SDY. Kyler and Hades under pressure. K finds a big kill. That trade immediately. Goofy wants to try and respond. This is a little weird. He's getting all the information though. He's hearing this rotation. At what point does Hades start to budge?
It all hinges on Warro as well, and his positioning towards middle. Because he can cut off rotations. Goofy just needs to try and stay alive here, and he does better than that. A multi-kill, and even looking for 3. Everyone has dropped. What a dependable site anchor Goofy is, and that's the round done. Warro, no, don't jump off there.
I tell you what, Polish Rifler made the other team look goofy in that one. Lovely triple kill, and that comes off the back of that double from the round prior. Well, 2.5 kills, so that's 2 rounds. Both of the ones that 9 have that could more or less be held over to Goofy for his individual performances. So really great stuff early. Stems the tide a bit as Monte was starting to get on that roll. They're still going to have enough for this buy, but 9 can now start to make their way back into this.
Really nicely done. The issue you've got, and the thing I'm worried about, is that Kai, Minio, only got 1 kill. Kyler, very much the same. Very slow start for 9. But with these consecutive rounds in a row, if they convert this one, that's going to break the economy of Monte. That's going to force them into a really difficult situation in round number 9. But we're not there yet. 9 still need to win out this full gun round. SDY dropping further. A little bit. Line up perfectly. There's been a lot of 8 coming in from 9.
your teammate Warrior. Just checking it
Oh,
out.
look at B. They're pushing it.
Yeah, you'll start to see CGs do this a lot. It gives you so much information, and you can get on that rotation very quickly. Now they're feeling the pressure in mid. They want to deal with one of these avenues. They can leave a main open if they can deal with this pressure in mid, because that'll suddenly weaken this kit significantly. Minio gets one. STY able to find Goofy on that flank and somehow takes down Minio. The trade was there, but that should not have gone so well for Monte. And that leaves Kylar and Hades in a very difficult position. They want to go for this retake. Kylar is fast on it. They certainly have the utility and time to work with, but it's difficult when one of your players is wielding an AWP.
Yeah, especially when they're rotating both in from heaven. You've got flashbangs that can go over the top from Hades to try and set up a kill more towards Warrow, but time's already halfway ticked. Demka, I think, has really spotted out Kyler, and that should be the complete warding off signal when it is. Hades will just run away with his AWP. That round just hinges on some Young. The fact that he's on a swivel, deals with the flank, and then finds the player out towards mid that was pushing from A is a ridiculous amount of impact.
Yeah, it's crazy. Especially because the contact is coming through mid. Like, before SDY even turned around, Boros was taking contact on the other player deep mid. And SDY still has the presence of mind just to check that flank while that fight's going on. And that essentially wins the round. The fact he gets both those kills is even crazier. Even one probably would have been enough, but getting both is just, yeah, that's huge. 9 at least because they won 2 consecutive to continue to fight. But that was a big round for Monte to pick up.
Yeah. It really kind of fleshes out the bank balances a little bit. That grenade you just saw land as the observer swap POV, that's going to be thrown in round after round. That's part of the new default that's forming here on Anubis. Demka, well, you know where he is.
Yeah, he's in basket.
Yeah, alright.
Cringe. My favorite call on this map is Goblin.
I'm not doing it.
I've been saying it. I'm going to say it.
Oh,
Normalize
I thought
Goblin.
you were making like a... Never mind.
Okay, yeah, that would have been funny.
It would have been.
I'm not that funny.
A lot of spamming towards middle. Gobbling up the bullets. Some die young. As to his Boros. 50 seconds left. It's very patient from Monte. They're waiting for 9 to extend. And they're going to be rewarded. Demka will take down Kyler immediately. Hades is here on the AWP. But now there's no resistance on B. But when? Oh, when a 9 will start rotating. Well, it might be now. Another flash, but Hades passes the first test. Boros dropped, incendiary deployed. That's not the bounce he would have wanted.
Doesn't matter. He's got so much time. He can throw someone down. Hades is always in a great position there if he gets a kill and can fall back because he had a smoke and an incendiary. That's going to force them back. It is fast through the canals. Moving like a school boat. He is here. Gets that first kill and the second. SDY finds Minio elsewhere, but they need to get a bomb onto the site. And they're struggling here. Goofy tucked in towards Shrub drops the bomb. And SDY, well, he was brilliant in the round prior, but this one is too much to handle. And, well, he's going to get rewarded on a kill as Goofy gets greedy. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah, Monte should just stop going B because their trade spacing is significantly weaker compared to the A-bomb site, which just kind of makes sense, especially because you're splitting the bomb site from 2 different angles between dark and main, and that's just a little bit awkward. But it just feels like these B anchor players really just keep finding these multi-kills, really keep pushing Monte back. But as soon as I say that, we do actually get the AWP head-to-head. Warrow 2K takes down Hades.
Yeah, Hades is on the angle as well. Warrow just a little bit faster. Peeking on in. Gets the kill. Kyla has to now step on in. Boros at least gets an upgrade here, right? Where did the AWP... Yeah, no, he can't really get to it, can he? Yeah. It's unfortunate. He's the one running the deagle. Everyone else has got all the tricks they want. Kyla solo. He's not playing that slither angle. Sometimes you'll see the A anchor holding that slither angle so they can drop like a smoke or an incendiary as contact comes through.
Right. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's why. Flashes. Minio with the AWP strikes up the one recovered from Hades. Makes it work. Kylar goes down, but maybe Minio can do it all here. Secondary AWP, and he's making it look like he's the primary. 3 and the bomb dropped. Looking now for these 2 remaining players. Warrior has him hemmed on in, but now the reinforcements can arrive. And Minio's just playing the time, swings on out for a 4th. Why not make it 5? Well, you have to get the reload in. That kills the highlight a little bit. And so does Warrior running away.
No, he's going back in.
All right.
Minio's primed for this.
Here it is. On the angle, Moro peeks in, and it's 5 for Minio.
What a hold from Minio. That's got to do his confidence a world of good. Picks up the AWP, scavenges it away from Hades, and then just does everything in his power. That was really well played by 9. And just when you think Monte is starting to run away with the game, I think it was 4-0, 5-0 at one stage. 9 have really built themselves back in. And finally, that economy has dwindled down just enough where it has to be a save from the T side. We're just going to have pistols. The first time in, well, honestly, since the pistol.
That's a nice little nade out towards Rugs. If a player was chilling out there. Gone through the boost over the smoke. That's a very passive setup from 9. Hades is here with the AWP. Hope he's inspired. Minio doesn't even have the secondary AWP. It's K. I don't know. I'd be giving it to him after that round. But anyway, Minio gets a chance to get a couple of kills, but it's only going to be the 1. Hades is here, though. He's ready to farm up. Oh, it's a leg. Goofy arrives. It's his turn. Hades spamming on through. Hey, it connects. Nice spray through the door. Hades, now knowing that 2 players are tagged, pulls out the USP, try and clean up.
Nice. Really well done. Obviously, it was just against pistols. It was always probably going to fall that way, but the deagles in towards mid can get a little bit scary. Thankfully, the AWP supported by the rifle, and 9, they hunt in packs. 6-5 now. The gap is starting to close. And we're starting to see some of these players come alive a little bit more for 9. For Monte, what's the response? Because you've lost consecutive rounds in a row now, and the buy is really suffering as a consequence. Mac 10s Galils. There's only a single AK.
Minio again has to step up on a good angle, takes down Krasnal. The trade almost there. How is he still alive? Being spammed on through. Eventually, Boros just brute forces the kill, charging on through the doors. So do get that one back. Hades, an opportunity here, and there it is. Strikes, and so much damage being done mid. Kylar in a good position as well. Boros going to be coming around the corner, spots him out, but they line up. Still alive, and Hades domed out of the server. Low HP doesn't seem to matter for Boros when he's on a tear. 3 in the round. Now it's Goofy, K, and I don't think they're keen.
No, they're out of there. I'm in a little bit of disbelief because that's now the last 2 rounds that Monte have won. It's taken heroics. This time it's from Boros, who, as you quite rightly said, just like smashes the door in, bombards his way through the bomb site. The fact that he's got the confidence just to swing onto Hades, knows that he's low, so the AWP can't take full advantage of that fact anyway. Knows, well, if I wide swing, best case scenario is I hit the headshot, worst case is I die and my teammate trades me. It's the former. This A bomb site is working wonders for this T side, who have now acquired 7 in this first half.
Yeah, it's Kyler that kind of missed the beat there. He had a good opportunity to kind of end the whole round, but they did both swing at once, and it was obviously a difficult fight to be taken from that angle. But the save game continues, and that means they can continue to keep the fight going. So not all lost, and it is T-sided, as we mentioned, Anubis. Seems that's the side that most teams find that early ground and can put up the stronger halves. So I wouldn't worry too much if the number gets a little bit higher. And I want to keep it as even as possible when they swap.
That was an ambitious block on the smoke.
Yeah.
I don't think you can block that unless you can really shimmy it to like get your hips involved and like knock it about a foot to the right. Yeah. But it didn't quite work out. Now Molly thrown in. This reminds me of like Banana and Inferno, where like you're exchanging utility back and forth throughout. That's what Dark is. Meanwhile, up to some dark tricks is Goofy pushing forward. Young caught off guard.
Goofy doing a lot of work. That's a massive kill, and it makes Monte uncomfortable now. You can see immediately they have to accelerate off it. Horus gets one, goes down. Kylar again under pressure. He's been struggling here on the defense. Needs to come up good for one. And there it is. Swings on out. Looking for more as well behind the side contact coming on through. They line up. That flashbang is beautiful, but he doesn't quite finish the job. Doesn't matter. Just to do the damage.
That got really scary. Because he didn't finish his meal initially on both of those players, and it gives them a chance to potentially find him. But no, resets, cool, calm, collected, and does find both of the kills in the very end. Double AWP seems to be working quite well for 9, as Monte look to call a pause, look to think about what they want to do, because there's 2 rounds left to play here in this first half. Do you partially invest and go for the juggler in round number 15, or do you just invest everything in now? Because you can scrape together a few AKs. It looks to be that, because Warriors UK is just immediately purchased an AK. And he's the AWPer.
That round gives you a good argument for the M4A4. If you don't finish your meals well, it's a good weapon. Those extra bullets. He wouldn't have been able to win that round with an A1S. And I say that as an A1S player.
I think so. I mean, I'm an A4 player, so...
Yeah, you're just better.
I know I just need the bullets, because I know I'm not going to hit the spray.
Well,
also, I think it's very situational.
Very much true, yes. Anchor players benefit a lot from it, as we just saw. A boost is coming. Eventually. Surely. They're getting ready for it, maybe not. Yes, there it is. Knew it was coming. Okay, repositions, spots it. So common now, and Minio just sprays them down as they try and pressure through. The smoke was fading, and I think he caught the second player on it. That's all the rifles taken out. One can be recovered here. Bomb can't, though. That's tricky.
Yeah, that's really awkward. But it's not being contested. Young looks to reconvene. And now this mid push can commence, but Kai's here the entire time. Oh, but won't secure the final kill. Young will get the trade at the very least, but they're exactly where he is now. 1 versus 4. Minio slid into the doorway, answered. It's get a little bit scary because Young's now picked up an AWP. 35 seconds. How is he going to play this? There's mollies just burning at his feet.
Yeah, though. Absolutely napalming him on each side. Nowhere to go. Hey, and he spotted one player. It's actually a solo player here, so if he can find a way past Kylar, there's a real world where he can potentially get this bomb down, but Kylar has dropped that smoke and using it to perfection. Hades comes on over with the AWP. The bomb will get planted. That's the only prize out of this round, as he will fall, and they'll keep 3 alive.
Yeah, fair play to Young for even punching the digits in on the bomb site, especially when there's a player right there.
7 piece. Evens up. 9 decided to come back into this now, getting their footing. I think they'll be feeling. I mean, 7 feels like enough on the CT side, to be honest with you, and there's a good chance they can get 8, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like the AKs can come out. There's a Galil on Boros, but apart from that, yeah, this has everything set up to be an 8th round for 9.
8th round for 9.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well. I was like, it's so difficult.
Be execute. We haven't seen this yet. So A heavy, but the smoke's going to come on over. Hades in the right place, but there's only 2 here. There's a deep B lane with 2 players. That means capacity on these 2 on the side, and it's Goofy! A fast adjustment onto the second. But Krasel's there for the trade. Minio rotating over. Hades is still here on the side, playing around the smoke. He just wants to get away. They've got the man advantage, but not for long. Minio falls. Hades rotated over with the secondary AWP. And it gets difficult if that bomb gets down. You got 2 AWPs that have to fight their way through. Great utility though. SDY takes the nade but dodges the molly.
He's just going to sit here as well, but Kyler on the flank. That's really going to be the linchpin for 9. Swinging on in. Hades, that's a quick adjustment. And the follow-up on towards Krasnal. Retake can be a success for 9. They will take the slight edge as the halves are just about to swap over.
Close as can be between these two teams. 9 edging out a slight lead as they go into the T side favored, many would say. So they'll be feeling pretty happy with that 1-round lead.
Yeah, it's a really good foundation to build on. Warrow, though, looking to make sure that isn't even a possibility. Already spotting out players towards this A bomb site. Got a couple of them locked in, but Hades just says no, not today. P250 completely snaps the neck back, and that's already a player advantage for 9.
Beautiful stuff from Hades. P250 outclasses the USP at range. See it on display there, and now they're trying to overwhelm, and they are going to. K goes down. Kylo has walked onto the site though, so he's got a bit of space here, and so has Minio. They've executed in the meantime, but Moros has been there with a kill, as is Krasnal, also Goofy. Hades have the bomb, but they're going back towards A. So many of these players are low. Maybe there's a chance here. They have to clear on side. Demka able to get that one, looking for the follow-up. Hades, your time is numbered. He goes down.
Yeah, really well played by Monte. Just a complete collapse And it looked like Nine had the right read. I really like the fact that they were having an understanding that Monte wanted to take out towards Dark. So in response, B main was completely taken. They try and slide on through and towards the bomb site, try and backstab these players coming through Dark. K, that is awful. Please stop. But as a result, Monte just win out the gunfights anyway.
Oof. Hades boomed.
Take that.
Wire up close. Has support with the M4, so it's a very nice setup for these pistols. He can farm them like he's out in the fields. MP9 does work. All that cash money. The harvest is plentiful this year. Add some more into the mix. 4. Why not make it the ace with the MP9? Indeed it is. Warrior 2K gets 5.
Yeah, call him Old McDonald, because he just had a farm. Ace as well on the MP9, and that's the perfect person you want on it, right? The AWP player getting all of the cash. And look, immediately, he just upgrades to it.
Perfect. Exactly the player you want to get the MP9 SMG ace. 3K. Yes, please. That's uncontested. No chance. 9 haven't really found much in that round. No bomb plant. Nothing like that. So Hades is glilled to the gills. Well, Goofy strikes first. Boros getting aggressive in canals. And Hades finds the kill over towards main. So A is now under pressure. SDY the closest player, and he's got the MP9. Not able to contest, has to fall back. And wow, that might even just be it. They don't want to risk this up.
Yeah, I think that's the save. And look at that. That is just Hades catching the timing. Goofy with one opener. And K's even hunting. Trying to make sure that, well, you can't save anything. Warrior 2K reveals he's got the AWP, but he's now going to be hunting from about 4 different angles. It's going to be so difficult to try and save.
Yeah, I think you maybe get a little bit more cautious on the hunt here. Don't want to throw too many. I mean, the AWP is so big to take down that it's maybe worth one more body, but obviously 3 is that magic number, right? Imagine if he just defuses. He could have just ran over there. He's got the kit. Obviously, he doesn't know. And actually, yeah, I think Goofy has realized this. Someone's on the mic saying, hey guys, we left the bomb. And oh, he's gonna get caught. That one's painful.
That's a free ult for Hades. What a round from 9. Just add a little bit of acceleration, catching players on the reload. And where Monte have only delegated an individual over towards A, that's the bomb site completely given up. And look at the investment they have to make. It's a bitter pill to swallow. It is 2 M4s.
And Hades gets an AWP for free. That's a really great trade. Warrior went to the market too early. No buyers. SDY, he's forced back, and it's aggression out here. Kylar's holding for it. Good angle. The Fam has to fall. Hades strucks for 1, and Kylar gets 2. All of the aggression is absolutely demolished. 1 player in towards Glyph. It's SDY. He's out of this world. No chance. They had him locked in from the start.
Yeah, really simple round. Monte try and get aggressive. 9 are holding for it. Due diligence in place. Sees them hit double digits first. And Lost Bunch is now at 2 stages for Monte. They've not really got anything to work with. It's just going to be USPs. And now 9 can establish a little bit of a buffer between them and their opposition.
So glad I didn't change my vote.
Still a long way to go.
A lot of nades. This is a fun stack. I like this.
Can you triple boost on and just like slide into the door?
But you ever play a deep debate, right? So Minio doesn't expect a stack here. If he takes down this player, I feel like you almost give up that kill.
Yeah, he's gonna walk around the corner like, oh, he's spamming it.
Okay, he gets the kill now. Now he's gonna walk through. Yeah, this is free. No chance. Hades, you don't want to stick around here, my friend. Oh no. Oh dear. He's gonna get overwhelmed. That's an AWP picked up. There's an AK as well. The bomb's not even at the site. They're fighting on through. Found another. Make it 2. Kylar's alone in a 1v2.
How has this happened? Demka's put the round into such turbulence for 9. Kyler will find 1. And Boris on the AWP, no armor. 50 seconds. The game of the brain is about to take place. And Kyler's actually just going to get on his bike. Make it all the way over towards B. Punching the digits before Boris has even had a chance to contemplate that this could be a possibility. And now Kyler can really just take this anywhere.
Yeah, this should be Kyler's round now. It all came down to getting on the bomb. If he went to A, obviously he was doomed, but he makes the right call. You knew that one CT was there, so obviously the other is going to be there. And Boris, he has to be loud about it. Maybe not this loud, but he's definitely announced his entrance. So it's too easy for Kyler to sit on back in Temple and take him down, collect that AWP. But honestly, 5 USPs take down 4 players there. Really nicely done by Monte.
Yeah, if anything, it was... Well, it should have been a Monte round. But it isn't. But now they can get out the gigantic USPs. All the M4 A1Ss. Feel the feeds and the pockets of Monte. That's interesting, actually. No A4s at all.
They just hit their shots. Spam early. A bit of ground being taken. Pressure towards A, keeping interest there. See, just that flashbang out towards the banana has brought attention over. Boris good counter smoke to the one drop dark. Not that there is an execute here, but it was a feigning one. Nine are just looking to get ground at the moment. They've managed to prise mid completely open. That one smoke they've thrown has drawn a lot of attention towards B.
Yeah, they really need to be careful here they don't get split upon. And they could, because look at Minio. So aggressive. Warrior 2K's considering it. This could be a possibility. I mean, some Young's holding, but I don't truly know how much of an angle he's got to hold the mid-cross. More smokes rain in, but it's a little bit of a fake. That bomb, the final destination's A.
There's still 2 players committed B, though. 35 seconds. Someone's going to have to get a move on. A flash on through. Conduct is coming. This is a great angle. Up on the box gets 1, 2. SDY got 1 as well. And Krasnal, well, it's a cleanup. This is not a bit weird from 9. 2 players on the other side of the site. Or the map. And yeah, it all falls flat.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Because it looked like they really wanted to sell the idea of that being a fake. But the issue you've got is the players that weren't faking actually went before the execute on the other bomb site. Because timer was ticking down low, you kind of need to get your bomb in there, and it just didn't work out. Perfect turn on the flash as well. It was Monte to keep this bout to within 1.
Yeah, it'll be close between these 2 teams. Execute smokes thrown. Hades finds SDY. That was in towards mid. Warrior was there with the AWP, but can't really respond. Now they put a bit more pressure on. Look at this pressure. CTs have rotated 2 more players over, and it works. They get a kill apiece. Massive response in mid. Okay, trying to pry something back from dark. There is an opportunity here. Boris is the only player, but that smoke means he's alone if he comes out of dark. He has got a timing here where he's walked on through. Boris throws the utility back, so he's going to get heard. K spots him on the rotate. There's a read here. I guess he's just fallen back for a passive line, playing the retake with the numbers, but that's going to give 9 the ability to walk into the side.
Well, they do need to cross. One time smoke. Incendiary thrown on forward. Boris just trying to deny default plant. Instead, it's here for Temple. So everyone's going to rotate in from Monte. They're really going to give this one a go. Throw the flashbangs back so Demka can set them up.
4 CT. Everyone coming from the same angle. And here's K tucked into Goblin now, playing around it, pushes up towards Temple, gets the information, no one's there. A lot of presence in CT, and now he has a great angle here. The crossfire with Spawn, but he's been smoked off. Has to fight his way through it, spamming on through, and he gets taken on down, as is Kyler. All now onto Goofy. The first one comes through, but can't connect the transfer. So the retake does come through for Monte.
Yeah, that's a lot of brute force from Monte, and it's just the individuals hitting their shots. Run into the bomb site full of confidence. 9 just can't handle it. I don't think 9 were expecting them to really go for it right at the very end. Despite the bomb plant, a lot of these players are just sitting above the $3,000 mark. It has to be Tech 9's Kevlar partial investment for this T side.
Swinging back the other way the pendulum goes. And it's fast over towards A. 4 players here early. Minio going to put some presence over towards B. I think that's going to sort of enable a fast A play with these Tech 9s. Silently dropping down from Rugs. Utility in hand, ready to throw. Tech 9's going to be leading the charge, and there's only one player on the site itself. Drops the smoke though at a well time, but surely I don't think they're going to respect this. Minio continues to be a nuisance in mid, and he can even potentially catch a flank timing if the hit is successful. They're respecting that smoke over towards A. I thought maybe they just run on through it, but they're a little worried.
I don't think they realise how much of a good opportunity that they've got. Minio, lucky to be alive, drops down in towards Dark, and that's going to be the accelerator. 9 trying to run their way through Dark, but Crasnell just shuts them all down immediately before they can get going. And Boros is there with the cleanup. Recovery mission successful for Monte. They actually reclaim the lead back.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Obviously, they don't know what we know, but if they just committed to their plan out the gate with that A hit, I think they could have found good success with the utility. You find one player there, even if it's a 1-for-1 trade, you're pretty well set up there with all that utility landing. You get a rifle, the bomb goes down at the very least, but sadly, not to be. Pause comes on through. 9, they're going to have enough for the buy here. That was just the half one. Still not the best, though. No bomb plant means utility be lacking. There's going to be Galil in the mix. No one likes using the Galil.
True. The Galil. It's not bad, but you'd rather have an AK.
That's the tagline for it.
It's okay, but it could be better.
That's a tagline for you. Sorry. That was a low blow.
Right.
Low blow.
That's what my exes say.
Oh, dear.
Deep nade thrown in. However, 9 have dodged this. Could this be a quicker play on towards B? It was a nade stack lining up, but no damage has been done. Now a resmoke comes in for Crasnell trying to contend with Dark, and they're actually going to flash themselves through. I'm not sure how aware Crasnell is that K is just on the other side, and yeah, he's got no idea. Crasnell will take the fight and still wins it out anyway. How is that possible?
Yeah, great movement there to be able to get himself into a better off angle to take the fight. Shouldn't have won it, that's for sure. Now he's looking for more. Kylar's out here, spots him on the cross, is able to get him without any damage back, and Minio's found Warrow. That's big. Gives them the advantage here. That was in towards mid, and it's forced Denko back to contest that. Still fighting over towards B, though. Kylar wants to continue his pressure here, and, well, SDY gets one. Boros burns out another. He's still on the back of the side, and he's still fighting. Swaps to the Tech 9. You think for a second maybe there's a chance. A good rotation from Denko. It's not enough. Goofy clowns from them both.
Boros burned alive Sumda Young.
Yeah, okay. That's awkward.
That is awkward because Sumda Young was in such a powerful position to shut that entire round down. And I think it was the missed incendiary that landed just shy. I think it must have ricocheted off the wall. But that is worst case scenario for Monte. Demka's on an XM.
You're right. I rate it. Anubis, maybe not a map I would have expected it. I think, like, Dark makes sense. I suppose if you're playing deep in towards A, it kind of works, but I don't think we're going to get a chance. It's definitely not a retake weapon, and it will have to be because this is a big hit if I ever saw one. Goofy gets that open up. Boros now in the back of sight is able to find one and drop the bomb. So now they have to try and keep fighting this, but SDY is on the rotation through Temple. No smokes down to block any of this vision. He's burned back eventually. Kept on notice, and Boros is still here. 2 players in Dark as well. That rotation with the auto shotgun is here. Warwick can just lock onto this bomb. How did 9 recover? Like that.
Oh, that's a good start. Oh no! Trying to swap on for the auto. Boros is still tucked in here the entire time. They can't find a thing. Minio unlocking everything on B. And that's just Sunday Young, who's on 9 points of health. Hades will lock in that headshot. 9. What a recovery. Really nicely done. And that's so unfortunate for Monte because they had the right read, they had the pieces in the right place, but Hades is just built diff.
Yeah, it felt like, I mean, Hades won that round. Just holding that angle. I mean, you don't blame Warrior for going for that peak. I mean, I know they've got the advantage and they have the bomb and they can set passive, but that's not a peak that you really expect the AWP to be losing. But
no,
Hades was so ready for it. Oh, that's huge nade damage in mid. The Mac 10's cleaning up house. And that is the fastest eco round you'll probably ever see.
Yeah, that was quite speedy. What was that? 15 seconds? Very fast indeed. All right, Monte, what have you got? 14 to 12. 9 looking to steal away the map pick. Remember, this was 5-1 in Monte's favor. And in fact, Monte looked to be doing pretty good on the CT side, but 9 have performed exceptionally, especially with this mid-round call-in. They've really been mucking about with Monte's rotates. And Monte have never really felt like which way is up. Flashbangs in from middle, deep nades do damage. This could be a quicker play in towards mid for 9.
Yeah, I wonder if they know there's no AWP in play, so they want to try and put a bit of pace on it. SDY, though, fantastic double kill. Kylar trades him out, but it's the advantage now for Monte, and that mid-presence has to fall back. They want to hit onto A, but there's still 2 here. Kylar, though, almost catches the flank. That could have been the turning point to put it back into their favor. All now onto Goofy and Hades. And while it's known that they're here, Demka swings on out. Goofy dispatched off. Hades has to do it all. Well, 4 players to find. It's going to be a tricky one. Bomb on his back, looking for his first fight, and it's not given to him.
We might be going distance here. Full buy can come back in for 9, but you're around 28. And Monte are rallying together, taking the fights to 9, making them feel uncomfortable, not settled as they go for these hits. Execute can't even really begin as quickly as it is shut down. And now, do you look to this aggression if you're 9? Do you hold for it, or do you just fight head on?
SDY looking like he wants to fight as well as Krasnov, plucking on through the smoke, and he gets himself a kill off the back of it. Warrior Splash actually helping out there for mid. Very nicely executed there. Gets the open onto K. Now they don't need to aggress. They can sit back. It's all on to 9 to find a way back into this with that deficit. Looking like they're interested over towards B. Bit of utility early. Minio's found SDY though, so a big kill even things back out.
Yeah, that was in towards middle. Demka holding, responsible for A, and I like this push in from Krasnov and Boros. Reclaiming the space, but little do they know that 9's actually outside B, and despite Goofy sneaking his way through, it's not going to be really helpful.
That's the issue with, well, that's what's great about that position Demka was playing. If it's a lurk play, you're more times going to catch it than not. Kylar, it's all in the timing here, whether he finds Boros. Minio does get one, and Boros swings on out. They still have to get past Denker, is tucked into the back of heaven. A powerful position. Minio not quite ready for it, so again, it falls onto Hades. Knows where at least this player is on site, but it's a difficult fight, and it's not being made any easier with this utility. But Hades swings on through with the shot. Flank's going to come from both directions. Slow down a little bit, though, and that's going to give him the opportunity to reposition, but not sure where to look. No chance to fight.
Yeah, just caught in between 2 mines is Hades. And that flank comes in for Krasnov after taking the initial initiative to push through the waters, the depths below mid. And then that is good mid-rounding from Monte. The fact that they repositioned in such a way where they're tucked in every single little nook and cranny. 9, if they do find you, then there's enough time on the clock for your teammates to rotate over, or you're in a position where at the very least you can get 1.5, maybe 2 kills. Just very tucked in close. And then as I mentioned before, the decision to retake the space, especially out towards middle, was everything. Because it just gives Monte so much information to work with.
14 apiece. Close as can be between these two teams, but yeah, now we're getting into round 29. It's pretty scary for Nine with the situation with their bank. They're gonna invest into it. Is this full? No. I think it's a hero AK on Hades, and the rest are gonna half buy. So spooky. And it means round 30 will also be tricky for them if they can't convert this.
Yeah, this is dangerous territory now for Nine. All Monte need to do is not overextend and walk into the pistols.
It's a difficult thing to ask of players that are feeling themselves, that are fraggers, that want to take the fight, but they are looking composed here. Hades' rifle gets boosted over, but doesn't spot anything. There's actually nobody in mid. SDY's made his way back towards B. There's no presence really been shown from Nine anyway yet on the map, so Monte are playing in the dark currently. That's left mid completely open. SDY is going to come back and find a few unfriendly faces here. Pasted some by. Manages to dodge them. A smoke in the face. Now it's a little bit weird. You notice control's been lost. You can see the CTs are scrambling to try and recover something, but Nine aren't committing.
Not yet. I think they're waiting potentially for Monte to push out towards A and give Goofy an opportunity with the Tech 9. But no, they take the space and then they reset all the way back. It's going to make Monte feel uncomfortable because they've not got any information. And yeah, Demka posturing for this aggressive fight, and that could be exactly what 9 want.
He's been in this position so many times. They've gotten a multi-kill each time. Surely you clear him. There's no way he gets another multi-kill here. It's not going to happen.
So I'm going to drop in. Oh, well, there you go. Just one. Waro now needs to turn on a dime, and he does find Minio, but the trades are here for 9. That's your difference maker. And there's even a player in towards mid, up close with the Tech 9. Boris will now fall. It's looking a lot better for 9, but Krasnal will delete A main and knows that there's a player out towards mid. Hades. This is so difficult. Everyone is so close to each other. These angles need to be tightly woven, and SDY and Krasnal hold. 9 make the mistake. 9 overextend, and Monte hit 15.
Oh, if they lose that retake, that could have been the game right there. Well held, the composure just to hold those angles, not overextend. 9 are the ones that slip up at the very end after such a well-orchestrated round with those pistols, making it work, going 1-for-1 in each trade onto the site, getting the bomb down. But a great response from Monte. 9 at the very least, with that bomb plant, all AKs across the board.
At the bare minimum. But 5 kills for either team. We'll see the end of map 1 or throw it into overtime. Waro peeking, fighting, flirting with the idea of trying to find an opener, but it'll be Hades instead. Decapitation onto the sniper of Monte.
Boros sitting on back now, feeling the pressure. 9 are also putting a bit of information play over towards A. They've got Goofy up on close. It's gone a lot deeper than previous. I wonder how much further they decide to poke the quad over here. It's a 3-2 split from the T's at the moment. This didn't work for them last time they split up like this. Smoke deployed towards Dark. Krasnal tucked on in. A good angle to be fighting, but just 2 players here. That nade is great on Boros. Still haven't committed off it. What is 9's play here?
Look at that. Well, actually, it might not matter because Hades has found another, but that bomb site's compromised. This gets a little bit weird. Although, look at Demka, because he could drop the bomb here, potentially, because they thought that A was open, but in strikes middle. Down goes the bomb. Bear in mind, there's 35 seconds left.
They might have just played themselves here. So well handled early. They have to find this kill into Demka, and he is dodging them. Goofy's looking desperately to find him. That bomb has to come on through when he doesn't clear the angle. Kylar gets him. There's enough time to make it to A. That smoke will give them the opportunity. A 2v2 will present itself. Kylar can bring that bomb on over, and the plant. And Monte, they have to respect this. 2 players here. ready on the rotate, coming on through. Flashbangs, kits. They can fight this. Kyla tucked in behind Cake, looking for it. Kay is out on an island, not able to support quite yet, but Kyla hits the headshot. It's all now onto SDY, and he falls 15 apiece. We go to OT.
Break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, hurt you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than your rescue? I'm feeling kinda used, yeah, like a drug that you take when you're sick of crying all your tears away. Is that all I am? All I want is for you to be happy. You know this ain't healthy. Do I make you happy? How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, what you holding on to. Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm doing everything he doesn't do, but I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than your rescue?
The bar raising, we keep moving it up. Ain't no surprises here, they knew it was us. Apologies if I was doing too much, but I always came through in the clutch. I got faith restored, why you pushing the brakes? I ain't full of myself, boy, I'm full of mistakes. I came from humble and roots, I'm here to stand and deliver. Had no one gassing me up, except the man in the mirror. I used to work on my handles, and now his handles are liquor. I write these songs in a dark room, the candle will flicker. I stay practicing heavy, for when the game's on the line. It's like over and over, I run the plays in my mind. I'm a psycho, I'm taking my time. Rushing perfection is a dangerous crime. You gotta give it and take it. That's what you do till you make it. I had to roll with the punches and take the hits from the flagrants. I'm saying the bar raising, we keep moving it up. And no surprises here, they knew it was us. Apologies if I was doing too much, but I always came through in the clutch. An off game don't mean I'm losing my touch. And no excuses, I ain't using a crutch. Apologies if I...
We can't separate these two teams, so we need another best of 6 here on our first map of Anubis. Neither one of Monte and 9 want to give up Monte's map pick. All the money's reset. That's no longer a consideration. So now we get just a good old-fashioned Counter-Strike. See who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, that's how we like it. SGY takes a nade to the shins. It's a cool little spam. Does a bit of damage onto Minio. Now SGY sitting on back. Lovely little shot. Finishes the job. And drop an incendiary as well to slow down the attack. And Monte get off the nice start to the round.
They have, but they've kind of conceded mid-control. Sundar Young now needs Demka's support, and that's going to leave a big gap. Because Goofy can try and exploit this on the A main extremity. He's moving in with Hades, having a cracking game as always. But Boris pushing B? Oh, this could really unravel things. It all depends on the timing. And Kyla will find one, but in steps Boros again. Now Demka can just focus his efforts on A.
Yeah, that flank was just completely unanticipated. And surely there's no way through here for Goofy and Hades. No utility. They just have to fight their way through. And there's a flank coming in Boros. Boros strikes first. Hades, he's the only one remaining. And there's that flank. Boros doing a lot of work here on that push.
Yeah, and shout out as well to Sundar Young. I'm talking about how he's really like conceded mid, but at the same time he is, but he's doing it in a manner in which he can still continue to fight safely, and he doesn't just give up his life. Gets the opener on the little off angle towards the deep left hand side, then he resets, drops utility, waits for the perfect moment to get aggressive because he knows he can take the contact because Boris is in close proximity on that flank. Really nice fundamentals coming in.
Hades. Wow, it's an awkward duel. Goes both ways. Oh gosh, it's chaos. Krasnov gets a double though somehow when they try to accelerate off Roar falling. So even though they got a nice start, it is scuppered. Good HE damage back. That's not just surviving. Picks up the AWP actually, so that's quite nice. And there's a lot of utility, a lot of bullets flying. No one getting a clean fight here. T's want to commit. Flames over. SDY fires off the AWP, but it's Krasnov that strikes. Boris is still tucked on through behind the pillar looking for a fight, and he's given it. Goofy now not able to fight anything, trying desperately just to see a CT, and he doesn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, nicely done from Monte. Again, they're just catching out the microaggressions being thrown in by 9. The fact that Craftsville picks up the AWP and just feels so confident to keep on fighting. I mean, he's gone 27 kills. That's a quiet one in terms of that's flown under the radar. I didn't even notice how much he'd been fragging out.
He did mention he came off a massive series earlier, so
yeah.
No surprises to see him warmed up. Boris 1 for 1. He's not really been here.
Yeah.
Slow game. Now he's looking to add some more kills to the tally. The timing shot just elusive, and Goofy, well, looked like he was in a good position to trade, but not expecting Demka to be close. Boris still here, and he manages to hit the quick shot. That's unbelievable. Absolutely absurd. And, well, no response from 9.
Oh, Minio. He's going to find the timing onto Boris, surely. Boris is not looking the right way, but now he turns around. Okay, so here's the bomb site basically given over. Minio can slip through the back lines and maybe kill these 3 players in mid.
They're so deep though. 2 are already past double. I actually, he might even just miss everybody here. This is weird. Okay, no, he's flanked around. He can find Boris. That's big. He knows that he fell back here. Don't need to knife. You've got so much money. It's just not necessary. I think you play trigger discipline. Yeah, okay, gets the kill. In regulation, you go for the knife, not in OT. And now Hades is in a good position for the post plant with the AWP. And they've also got this lurk in Kyla. SDY has slipped through. I think Kyla's aware of it, though.
Potentially. It looks like it's being considered. Yeah, Kyla will hit it. And now it's just Krasnov. Hades will at least reply back. So 9 will take 1 round on that T side of Anubis. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's enough. Minio really won that round for them. That was well played. Be able to find that gap, exploit it. Monte like moving as a big pack, and you can see when they put those 3 players in mid, they really over-respond to mid. Maybe not over-respond, but they put a lot of pressure there, and you could see that enabled Minio to find that timing and win the round for them.
Interesting to see what the approach is now from Monte on their T side. It was those A executes that were working, and 9 had some really important anchor players on B that were finding multi-kill after multi-kill, and it felt consistent as well.
What can Monte offer up? Their T side looked pretty good. Warrior in particular with the AWP. His is brought down early from utility. Falls on back. Goes over towards A. That was where Monte were putting all that pressure. I know it was a while ago now, but that's where they were focusing so much. This time around, from the positioning of their players, feels like B is the answer.
Certainly seems that way. Flashbangs rain in, as do the smokes. Monte, oh, an SDY, can even catch out Minio in the smoke here. Pass through. But in fact, again, it's these anchor players that are doing the damage. Warrow will reply with 1, but it's still a 2 versus 3, and they know where both of these players are coming from.
They've also got the bomb smoke down as well. Warrow fires off, and he's even spanned back through. The nade does the damage. Okay, sitting in the smoke. SDY, nowhere comfortable for him to go. 50 seconds left. Has a bit of time to work with. The issue is that bomb. It's, yeah, not quite retrievable. At least there's no more utility to block off access. But as soon as they spot him, I mean, he's just going to get swarmed. And he really just needs to find a clean kill and retreat. That's the only way in here. Gonna flash over to find something again. 2 players swing, and Kylar takes him down.
Yeah, never winning that. 9 are always going to swing together. They're going to make sure that no kills offered up for free. Tied up scoreline. And again, it's what we're reflecting back to. B bomb site gets hit, players get a multi-kill. And if I'm seeing that, and you at home are seeing that, Monte, surely they must be thinking to themselves, we have to go A.
Might have heard you. Bomb's going over that way early. But they are just spreading out across the map. Putting some pressure in towards mid. SDY, more 2K are here. Minio going to be dropping a smoke to block off a bit of vision. Playing around there looking for the spam. Because the ankle of Warrior 2K as he falls back. Just a tiny bit of damage being exchanged. Mostly towards the T side. Monte, bit of a slower default, taking space in towards mid. SDY gets to get up deep here, and you can tuck on in.
Deep nade actually misses the mark on Minio. Juggling between these 2 positions. There are 3 defenders here for 9. There's not been any pressure really over towards the B side of the map. So all these players can just sit here and tuck on over. Mid split looks to be the play right now. Warrow scoping in. Guess what? Nobody's there.
Kyla are on a deep rotation towards B. But that's not where the T's look to be going. A deep smoke is really well timed. Okay, gonna get some information. Spots out 1, and that was the bomb as well. So Kylar immediately starts to go back towards mid. You can see Goofy's even considering the rotate. Smoke falls at Kylar's feet. There's flames on the other side, so he can't even force his way through there. Good utility. Minio under pressure, but takes out SDY. Hades also finds one too. So on both ends, they're winning out their fights. Boris gets one back. That bomb is dropped. They have to fight on through. It's just Boris remaining. The HE is good, but it doesn't kill him completely. It has to be the bullets to do it. Slinging on out. Boris able to adjust, but he is so low. And Kylar takes him down 9 up to 18.
Yeah, that's really nice discipline from 9. The fact that they are being so patient, they're waiting for Monte to make the mistakes, because Monte are really the makers of their own undoing in these T rounds. The mid rounds are just so slow, and when they're not putting pressure on one side of the map, it just means that 9 can just rotate. Well, not even rotate, just anchor their players in. They don't need to move a muscle. So when the hit finally comes in, they're all ready and waiting to go. Hades, for example, is just stood on the pillar the entire round, able to get 2 quick kills, force 9 onto map point.
Yeah, Hades up on 29 at the moment. Overtaking Kylar. Looking very good. pause coming through, but hopefully should be back underway shortly. It's 9 are now 1 round away from taking their opponent's map pick in OT. Monte got there first, but 9 proving resilient as ever. We knew this would deliver this series. So OT on the opening map feels like it was fated to be.
And it's on Anubis, so you can't complain, really.
Absolutely.
Where are Monte going to go? Maybe out towards B. Hades holding for that. Warrow 2K trying to occupy some decent towards middle. K with the spam, not finding a thing. It's a much slower response from Monte, but they have taken ground out towards A.
That's where they were, so saying, putting a lot of pressure. They tried last time to go for an A split, but didn't quite work out. And we're just ready to respond on both sides of the split. This time around, they got Minio up very close. Bit of a change up. Last time they were able to get SDY for free on Monte's side, up very close to that corner. This time around, Minio wants to play around the smokes. Oh dear, they're going to be standing on each other. Minio spots him out. That slight gap gives him a window to spot out his opponent. Now they have to accelerate on towards B. Goofy is here, takes the first fight. Kill goes his way. There's a smoke here behind, but Custom's gonna walk on through thinking it's clear, but it'll bait the whole time. Doesn't matter though, the trade's there, and that is a sharp kill from Kyla. All now into the clutch. Demka has to do it all.
Hades on a deagle. And that's it. But Demka not considering it. Hades will get that defuse and the map win for 9. 19-17. They need overtime, but they do steal it away.
Yeah, lovely stuff from 9. Hades dropping his AWP deep in Canal so he can pick up the AK and, yeah, silently do it. They managed to win it out in OT. It was a lot, that map. Very exciting from both teams, and I think that delivered exactly what we wanted. But 9 just about edged through, which I think that's pretty scary. That was really Monte's biggest chance, I feel, on Anubis.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd agree with you, especially despite my prediction that